Hi, today I will be analyzing and interpreting the short story Arrangement in Black and White, written by Dorothy Parker in 1927. The theme of this short story is Black America and the racial segregation that at this time, when this text was written, was still very much in effect in the United States. I will be giving a very quick summary of the text, and then I will characterize the woman. I will then comment on the host's view on the woman, and then last I will discuss the theme and come to a conclusion. So to summarize this short story, there is this party that this woman and the host, which are the two main characters, you might say, are attending. And this woman is very keen on meeting this colored musician for which this party is held. And so she walks up to the host and asks him if he can introduce her to the musician. And the whole story is basically their dialogue. Yes. So, to characterize the woman with the pink velvet puppies. A puppy is a red flower, by the way, not a dog. This woman keeps on talking about how fond she is of colored people. And she keeps saying how amazing this musician is. And she's very enthusiastic, almost overly enthusiastic. And it seems almost as if she's kind of patronizing this musician. Walter Williams is his name, the musician. It seems patronizing the way she talks about him, which is interesting because what she's saying is that she's very fond of colored people, but she's talking about him like you would talk about a child, for instance, or someone inferior to you. So maybe she's not so open-minded at all. And another thing she does is every time she makes a statement, she asks the host of the party, isn't that right? Or am I right? All the time. So it seems as if she's kind of unsure of herself. And perhaps it's because that this position she has taken about colored people, maybe she's not really, she doesn't seem calm about it, and she seems nervous, which also makes her whole demeanor seems kind of fake and forced in a way, and it that is kind of confirmed by the way she's acting so insecure and needs this host's approval all the time. So to comment on the host's view on this woman, he's very kind, but he gives her very, very short answers, and often he replies with only yes or yes indeed. He doesn't engage in any conversation at all. He just answers very shortly. He seems almost indifferent to her. Maybe he seems a bit annoyed by her. And he definitely doesn't share her enthusiasm about the whole thing. So the theme of this short story is you get a sense that it is not as segregated as you would expect of a text written in 1927. Again, because of the woman's opinion about colored people, and the fact that this party is held for this colored musician, which kind of confirms that it is not as segregated as you would expect. There's a very positive atmosphere, and a thing I noticed is that when the woman is introduced to the black man, to the colored person, the musician, she shakes his hand, which during the Jim Crow laws was illegal. It was illegal for a black man to shake a white woman's hand. So that again confirms that this particular arrangement, this party, is not as segregated. But it does still seem very divided, still very much divided in black and white. And I think the title arrangement in black and white is kind of I think if you read between the lines, I think that is also a part of the theme, that perhaps it's difficult to change one's opinion about such a subject. Also because it has the segregational laws has been in effect in many years by this time. So to break out of that must have been very difficult, actually. So even though she's trying, this woman in the short story is trying to break out of this traditional segregational viewpoint, it seems difficult for her, and I think that is also part of the theme of this particular story. So, yeah, thank you.